All right, let's get you suited.
How many balls do you want me to hit?
We'll capture maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
We'll get one more.
It's a better strike, but that was a bit left.
Yeah.
Out the toe.
Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we need to try to find, okay, what's the one thing that will change the most, right? Because if we can kind of isolate one area, keep it simple, where are we going to see changes, kind of that trickle-down effect. So when we look at posture at address, so we have a little too much forward bend at address, so chest is a little bit too far down towards the wall. Not open enough, kind of at impact, so pelvis turn, you're only 19 degrees open, and then upper body turn at impact, you're only 18 degrees open.
Okay.
So you're on the low end of both of those. So kind of the other common theme, so you, besides kind of the lack of rotation through the shot, the other thing is you kind of have that early extension piece, which you've always talked to me about. So pelvis kind of goes towards the golf ball. So that's when we look at the pelvis side bend at impact. It's your pelvis is pretty level.
Okay.
Right. So a little bit more side bend.
So what should it be? When you say level, you mean it's like this?
Exactly.
And
when it should be more this way.
Okay.
Not necessarily that with the torso, but
so
right hip's going to be
like
lower. Right hip's going to be lower than left at impact. Right now they're fairly level, which comes from that kind of early extension thrust piece. So that's kind of the main things. Now let's look at the sequencing of it. So
so my arms are still too fast.
They are, yeah, we can see kind of, so the blue is that lead arm. We can see how quick that's kind of accelerating. And it's accelerating quicker and earlier than everything else. But as far as what happens at that moment of transition, it's better. But then it gets quick from there. So trying to slow that down. We're going to do 2 things. We're going to start with the green band. So this is GravityFit. We're going to start with the green band, which is just a slightly higher tension level. It's going to give you a little bit more awareness of what we're trying to achieve. I'll explain why we're using this in a minute. So just put this through your shoulder for now. And then put that one through. And now go ahead and grab this piece and push out in front. First thing, there are these 3 points of contact on the back. If you round your back, you're going to lose contact with these 2. Can you feel that? So you feel this guy in the middle?
I can feel the guy in the middle.
Yeah, okay. So now I want you to not feel the one in the middle, so we're going to arch. Yeah, we're going to go that way.
Oh my God.
Yes. So now we can't feel. Can you still feel this one?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay. But more so these guys.
I've
so now
got a lot of layers on, but I'm aware of where it is.
Yeah, so now we're going to settle somewhere in the middle. Okay, so we're going to try to keep those 3 points of contact.
I can feel them,
Okay, so now you're going to take this hand, you're going to turn it towards, grab it there, same thing, and then you're going to push out towards me and rotate your palms. Perfect. Okay. Trying to keep those 3 points of contact. Okay, so that's kind of the hard piece. Now, come and stand parallel to this target line again. So I'm going to turn on, I'm going to actually put on a little biofeedback on this, but while I'm getting that set up, I want you to get into golf posture. And you're going to make small little kind of pivots. Your arm's not going to come much higher than this. You're going to do backswing and follow through, trying to feel like you're keeping, I guess we can call it dynamic posture. Okay, so go ahead and do that a couple times, and then I'm going to get this set up. Yeah, good.
Oh, I can feel my abs engaged.
Yeah, so do it really slow. And we're going to start with this higher tension band because it's going to give you a little bit more awareness.
I can feel my core engaging way more.
Right, so we'll do side bend at impact.
Let's set them out.
Okay, so I'm going to set up side bend at impact, and I'm going to do it just for the pelvis. Okay, so I'm going to take torso out of it. I'm going to bring this in for you. Can you see that screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at this number. Okay, so that's the range we're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So that's the number. There's kind of the visual as well. So you're going to go down to impact. So that's only 1 degree of side bend. You need 9 to 17. So kick your butt this way. Yeah. Cool. You're trying to do two things here. Keep these 3 points of connection.
Yeah, which I forgot about.
Right? So we're going to try to keep the 3 points of connection.
Yeah.
That's going to help with the timing of the downswing. And that right side bend. And the GravityFit, the nice thing about this is it's going to help also continue to engage these to achieve that. Right?
Yeah, I feel tired already.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. So when you do this, imagine you're like holding a box.
Yeah.
And it's resting up against your stomach as well. Yeah. So try not to, you have to keep that box the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Good. We'll do 2 more. Good. So what does that feel like?
Well, the sequencing changed on that one without me really thinking about it. Like how I moved my body just was different. I don't really know what happened. It was just different.
Yeah. So what does this feel like?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I'm going to take this feedback away in a second.
Okay.
Like I'm going to leave the sound, but I'm going to take the visual away.
Yeah, that's good. Give me one more.
Yep.
I got it earlier.
Yeah.
It feels like, first of all, it feels like my left hip is crazy tight. But it feels like my left hip is just going diagonally that way.
Yeah.
And everything else is staying back.
Okay.
I think I can get it.
So I'm gonna take this visual away from you.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple with just the sound.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to take the sound away.
Okay.
For now, you'll get the sound still.
Okay.
Trying to keep that head stable and activate that left glute when you do this. So come down. Yeah. I turned the audio off.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me when you think you're in the right position.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see if you achieve.
Yeah.
Yep, good. Completed. So that's 10 reps.
Okay.
Successful. So let's take that off.
And before we did this, I honestly had no idea that was where I had to be. So now you want me to get the data without the GravityFit?
Yeah, but
posture does feel different already.
Yeah.
My shoulders are definitely more pinned back.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
It feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like a position I can hit the ball from.
Yeah. Let's find out.
When I've got my shoulders pinned back like that, like GravityFit put me in, the club sits differently.
Yeah.
It seems to have changed a lot.
And it looks like you're holding it in a different spot too. You're not as choked down on it.
Okay.
So posture's a little taller, which we saw was a little
Without
too.
me even thinking about
Yeah.
it.
So these are going to be a little bit slower. Even be slightly smaller swings. How'd that feel?
The ball felt more compressed. The backswing felt pretty restricted because when I'm in that position, the GravityFit puts me in, it feels like my lats. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
But the ball felt more compressed.
Okay. So if we look at that, so there's posture. Looks just a little bit more athletic.
Oh man, that's nearly a full swing.
Look at that change through the shot.
Yeah.
So that you're not extending. I don't think you're quite opening, probably by impact, as much as it would necessarily want, but the early extension piece doesn't look like it's there. From here to here is awesome.
And that's always been the problem part of my swing.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we'll do one more.
Crazy, that backswing is basically a full swing. Yeah?
We'll do one more like this. Yeah. And what speed would you say these are?
50.
Okay. So we'll do one more like this, and then we're going to actually hit some with this GravityFit on.
Okay.
Just to continue to have that awareness.
My arms feel like they're tucked against my lats and connected, not away, trying to be like on top of my chest.
Okay.
Like I feel connected but more down the side. Like that.
Yeah.
That was just too quick from the top.
So let's take a look. So kind of the two things we're looking at. So we're looking at the sequence, right, of the downswing with kind of lead arm, and then we're looking at that side bend. So if we look at this one, 25 degrees open with the pelvis now. That's more than the previous. Side bend is now 9 degrees, and the range is 10 to 17, whereas before it was like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the things that we were looking at are already improving. And then when we look at the efficiency report, we can see the lead arm is now accelerating closer with kind of everything else.
Yeah, because it's connected.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's not like this.
Yeah.
So I feel like the arms can't get away. I have to hit it with my body.
Yeah. Okay. So this one, slightly less resistance, but this one we're able to actually hit golf balls with. Same thing, palm in, slide that up, and then if you push out, we can actually take a grip. So make a few practice swings, just to get comfortable. Again, 2 keys, keep those 3 points of contact. Good. And then whatever that thought was, left glute going back to the kind of the target on the left there, yeah.
Just really opening my hips.
Yeah, whatever that feels like to you, whatever that key is. Good.
Like I didn't get it good, but I can feel
It's close.
that's compressed.
Yeah.
It's not thin, that was compressed.
Yeah. So we'll capture a couple with this now. And then what we can do after this is we can look at all the reports side by side.
Oh yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
That's smoothed out about the same distance. That feels like a punch shot.
Yeah.
That's smoothed out about the same.
So let's look at that one. Posture at address. This is the crazy thing. Now that we have the band on. So the last one was at 46. Now you're at 39.
Yeah.
So you're actually in the middle of that range that
Okay.
they suggest. So posture is better. 19 degrees open at impact. So we're getting closer with kind of the rotation piece. The side
So
bend.
that one is just getting open at the.
Yeah, and that's
it's better than it was.
Yeah, well, so the side bend, what we were looking at, right?
Yeah.
That's going to help you get that rotation.
Yeah.
You're at 8 degrees, so you've been at 8, 9 degrees the last couple. Range is 10 to 17, so you're still on the low end, but you're getting closer to it.
Okay.
So the things, again, that we're looking at are getting better. There we go. Cool. So let's take this off.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break from that real quick. Just hit me a couple pitch shots just to the white flag. These aren't going to capture. Just to break it up a little bit. Here, come over here. I'm going to actually even move you.
GravityFit has put me in a posture, in a position that feels not nice.
Yeah.
But it helps fight my tendencies in the golf swing.
Yep.
And K-Vest is measuring it, and it's more effective. So if I had to go and play now, I would try and get in the GravityFit posture, and then I don't really care about my backswing. I would just try and feel as open as I can with this hip on the downswing.
Do you feel at address or kind of in through the strike that the core is more engaged, like it was when you had the GravityFit on? Like at address, does that feel different?
Yes. It feels different when I take the club away.
Okay.
Not at address, but as soon as the backswing feels short and compact, feels like I'm going to get a punch shot. Feels like I only get to here. It's just that piece that's missing.
Well, it's getting there.
Yeah.
And we can see that from measuring on this.